But when did you all, especially as black women, reach a point when you said the buck stops here? I gotta love myself. I gotta fill my cup up. I gotta make sure I'm straight. I gotta love me first. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so for me, I think I realized it when Vince and I started to really come to terms with us not being together anymore. And I just was completely depleted. I had given so much to my job, to this relationship, which was intermingled with my career, my hopes and dreams. I had nothing to give to myself. So that meant I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know anything about myself. Because at this point, you have to understand, I only knew what was told to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, from being the youngest of my family to being someone's wife, and so now being catapulted into this situation where I'm in this industry. I had to shut the door when I didn't know who I was anymore.
Wow.
What that made me think about, sis, is this: when you get married, you become one.
Yeah.
That means you die to self. That means you sacrifice. That means you technically put the other person's needs before your own. You become one thing, right? So when you get separated.
Okay, so here's the thing, and I believe.
Oh yeah, what I was saying is when two becomes one, especially when you really.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Now I might lose half of y'all. But this is how I feel. Okay. Now when I get married again, I don't want to become one. I don't. I want to be me, and I want you to remain you. And I want us to come together and become us when it's time for us to come together. Because I feel like if I go with the mindset of, okay, we are one, then I'm always putting my spouse's feelings before mine. And I don't want that. I want to be in love and have freedom. I want to be free to do what I want respectfully. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to be free in doing what I want to do to make me happy, go where I want to go, hang out with whoever I want to hang out with, and fulfill me. Because I feel like sometimes, like when our spouses disagree with our friends, disagree with our jobs, disagree with what we do, like when we're away from them, it kind of takes them. It kind of becomes parental. Does that make sense? I don't want that.
Wow.
Okay. Good stuff. Now we cooking. You over there, D? You hear what she's saying? Okay. So you're saying to me that you don't want to marry again,
but differently. You know, because I feel like sometimes the reason why we lose ourselves is because we're trying to make the other person so happy that we forget about what really truly makes us happy as individuals. And that's when everything comes in between the relationship.
I was gonna say, but see, that is the problem.
I think that's the problem. As a man, I want to say, I tell my wife all the time, happiness is my struggle. You dig? So I know that's right. Hold on.
Okay, now go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's very important, and you don't know what you get until you get it, right? But I think it's very important to be in a relationship where you almost competing for each other's happiness. It's like not competing against each other, but yes. I learned very early by doing it the wrong way that her happiness is my struggle. When she's happy, I can work better. When she's happy, I'm creative, I can lead. So therefore, to smother her is to suffocate myself, but it doesn't always work that way. You know, it shouldn't be something that feels like bondage. It shouldn't feel like you're being enslaved. We gotta be able to fly together, fly solo, come back together, and both be able to have our individualism inside of the collective instead of kind of smothering each other out, because that comes from fear and anxiety.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna bounce in on that because you already know me and you are a lot alike, and I never thought I would have what I have right now. You understand? I thought I would always be singing bittersweet, free yourself, real talk. It's all good. But when I met Ken, I realized that Ken wanted to see me fly. And that was scary to me today. Like, I tried my best to run Kendall away. I did everything in the book because I was like, ain't no way he loyal. Ain't no way he coming in, he loving my children. Ain't no way he coming in when he say he gonna come in. We in an industry that you can't really trust nobody. Right?